Hi, this is Miss Lauren from the Lawrence branch. Today's science experiment involves boats. Have you ever been on a boat or have you ever seen a boat? There are many different types of boats. Here's just some examples. We have a rowboat here where you row the oars and that's how it moves. There's also a sailboat that uses wind in order to make it move. Or maybe you've seen or been on a huge cruise ship like this one. For today's science challenge, we are going to use a single sheet of aluminum foil to create a very simple boat and see how much weight it can hold before it sinks. So there are 3 materials you need. That's it to do our science challenge today. The first is aluminum foil. We are using aluminum foil to build our boats. Now, if you want to do the same challenge that we're going to do, what you need is to cut your aluminum foil into a piece 6 inches by 6 inches. So it's going to be a square. So everybody starts out with the same amount of material, and then it's easier to judge and figure out whose boat is better. Next, you need pennies or any other type of coin or marbles, anything small that you have a lot of. We're going to count how many pennies we can fit on our boat before it sinks. So the third thing that you need is water. You could use your tub at home, fill up a baby pool, use a large pool, anything like that. That's what we're gonna use to test our boats to see how long they can stay afloat. So as you're building your boat, there's some science to think about. This picture here shows you the 2 different forces that are taking place in this experiment. So here's our boat here. We have the force of gravity. Now the force of gravity is all around us on Earth. It's what keeps us from floating into the air. So we have gravity plus the weight of any pennies that we add makes this force even larger. So that force is pressing down. Then underneath in the water, we have a force called buoyancy. And this is what makes things float. So it's what keeps the boat up on the top of the water. So these 2 forces are going against each other. And as long as the force of buoyancy is higher than your force of gravity, your object will float. So you don't want to overload your boat with too many pennies because that will make this force greater on top than the force of buoyancy, and then your boat will sink. When you're creating your boat out of aluminum foil, make a few different types. See if different factors affect whether your boat can hold more pennies or not. Does the size matter? Does the shape matter? So look at this picture. Which of these boats do you think will work the best? We're gonna go try it out. Okay, we each have our aluminum foil square. This is gonna be a really quick build and then we get to test, which is the fun part. Here we go. Okay, Nicholas, you're up first. Put your boat in. Good, and then here's your bag of pennies. Put 1 in at a time and we'll count. 1. Oh no, you got water in. Oh! 24. 24 pennies. Okay, Bradley, go ahead. 18.
It sinks.
1, 2. Nicholas was the winner with 24 pennies. Thanks for joining us today.